As the first lamps are lit, and the fragrance of flowers fills the air, a question arises in every heart. What is Diwali really about? Part 1. The Return of Lord Rama. The story most know. Thousands of years ago, in the kingdom of Ayodhya, the streets once echoed with songs of joy. After 14 years of exile and the defeat of the demon king Ravana, Lord Rama, Sita and Lakshmana finally returned home. As their chariot descended upon Ayodhya, the citizens could hardly contain their happiness. They lit rows of lamps, diyas, to welcome the divine couple, symbolizing that righteousness had finally returned. For this moment of joy, the night of Rama's return became the first Diwali. But the deeper meaning lies in what the light represents. Each diya is not just a flame, it's a reminder that within each of us, there is an inner light, a light that must keep burning, even when surrounded by darkness. And so, every year, when we light a lamp for Diwali, we recreate Ayodhya's radiance within our own hearts. Part 2. The story of Narakasura and Krishna, triumph over arrogance. In another age, far from Ayodhya, a demon named Narakasura ruled with great cruelty. He had once been a pious soul, but power had corrupted him. He captured thousands of celestial beings, and even tried to overpower the heavens. The gods pleaded to Lord Krishna to end his tyranny. On the dawn of Naraka Chaturdashi, Krishna mounted his divine chariot, with Satyabhama, his consort, by his side. In a fierce battle, Krishna defeated Narakasura, and freed all those he had imprisoned. As Narakasura lay defeated, he realized the truth, and asked for one final wish.
That his death be celebrated as a victory of good over evil, and that light should fill the world on that day.
Thus, people lit lamps in his memory, marking the first light before Diwali, a day still known as Choti Diwali. This story reminds us that no matter how powerful arrogance becomes, humility and truth always triumph. Part 3. The story of Goddess Lakshmi, the birth of prosperity. Long before Rama or Krishna walked the earth, the gods and demons once churned the cosmic ocean, the Samudra Manthan. They sought Amrit, the nectar of immortality. As they churned the ocean, treasures began to emerge, jewels, divine beings, celestial animals. And from those shimmering waves arose a goddess of beauty and light, Mahalakshmi, the goddess of prosperity. The heavens lit up as she emerged, golden and radiant, standing upon a lotus, carrying a pot of overflowing wealth. All the gods bowed before her, for she represented abundance born from balance and cooperation, even between gods and demons. Thus, on Diwali night, people still worship Goddess Lakshmi, inviting not just material wealth, but inner prosperity and gratitude. Because true wealth is not what fills our homes, it is what fills our hearts. Part 4. The return of the Pandavas. In another era, during the time of the Mahabharata, the mighty Pandavas were exiled for 13 years after losing a deceitful game of dice to the Kauravas. When they finally returned home, their subjects welcomed them with glowing lamps and joyous songs. That night too, the world was lit with diyas, symbolizing the return of justice and dharma. It is said that on this very night, the Amavasya of Kartika month, the Pandavas came back, and their people celebrated what we now call Diwali. This tale reminds us that no defeat is permanent. Those who walk the path of dharma may fall, but they always rise again. Part 5. The story of King Bali and Vamana. Once upon a time, there lived a generous and powerful king, Mahabali. Though he was an asura, he ruled with fairness and compassion. But his growing power alarmed the gods. To humble him, Lord Vishnu took the form of a small Brahmin boy, Vamana. He approached Bali and asked for just 3 steps of land. The king, known for his generosity, agreed. Suddenly, Vamana grew in size. His first step covered the earth. His second step covered the heavens. With nowhere left to place his third step, Bali bowed and offered his head. Vishnu smiled and placed his foot on Bali's head, sending him to the underworld, but blessed him with eternal honor. In South India, Bali's return is celebrated as Balipadyami, part of the Diwali festivities, a symbol of sacrifice, humility, and divine grace. Part 6. The Jain and Sikh stories of light. For the Jains, Diwali marks the night Lord Mahavira attained nirvana, the liberation of his soul from the cycle of birth and death. As he left his mortal body, the people lit thousands of lamps to symbolize the eternal flame of enlightenment. For the Sikhs, Diwali commemorates the release of Guru Hargobind Ji from captivity, a story of freedom and faith. It is called Bandi Chor Divas, the Day of Liberation. Across faiths, Diwali is not just about light, it is about the victory of truth and the liberation of the soul. Each story of Diwali, from Rama to Krishna, from Lakshmi to Mahavira, speaks of one truth, that darkness can never overpower light. The darkness may be outside, in the form of cruelty, ignorance, or ego. But sometimes the darkness lies within, in our fears, doubts, and anger. Lighting a lamp is not just a ritual, it's a spiritual act, a reminder that you are the light. When we light a diya, we are saying to the universe, I choose to shine. And when millions of people across the world light their lamps together, it's as if the universe itself awakens in radiance. May this light continue within you. For more journeys into Hindu culture, epics, gods, timeless wisdom, subscribe and be part of our circle of light. New videos each week. See you in the glow.